Okay, so a lot of people have been messaging and commenting, and they've been asking me why my post is about Beck and not about Bryce. And then some people are even throwing in saying like, oh, you know, you all bullied Bryce the whole season. I'm sorry, when did I bully Bryce? I'm not quite aware. I did communicate some information to Melissa during the final dinner party about Bryce, because I felt like that was the right thing to do. There's actually a lot that I did not share with her once I realised she did not want to hear any more information, because if I had continued to share information, that would have only been to hurt him. It wouldn't have been for her benefit, and I have no interest in hurting him. I don't want to cause him harm. I don't want to cause anyone harm. But that post was about Beck, first and foremost, because she has been copying since day dot. I have, as one of her friends, witnessed the effects that has had on her. And I just know that at the moment it's at its peak. It's never been this bad. And I'm worried for someone I love and care about. And it's really hard to watch the entire nation pull her apart for making a mistake that many people have made. I'm not excusing it. I'm not saying it's okay. And I'm not saying you need to accept it. You don't need to accept it. But you don't need to abuse the out of her either. You can just be like, you know what? That was a dog act. Super not about that. Hope she learns a lesson and is better in the future. That is sufficient. It does not warrant threat. I need, like, if Instagram could just film for the entire duration that I hold my finger on this button rather than cutting me off at 1 minute, that would be sweet. Anywho, what I was saying was, it does not warrant threatening language, it does not warrant aggressive language, it does not warrant threats and abuse, and it does not warrant saying pretty much the most vile possible things your brains can think up in order to try and slam her. Trust me, guys, she's suffering enough. If you want her to suffer, mission accomplished. Can we quit it now? That's all I'm saying. She is a person with feelings. She has a family who loves her. You don't understand how much this affects people's families as well. I can tell you that from personal experience. And yeah, all I'm saying is she hasn't killed anybody, so let's stop acting like she has. Okay, cool. That's all.
Last night was a lot. I feel quite emotional and sad with a lot of the response, especially regarding Beck. I just want everyone to, again, just take a step back and reconsider what it is to be kind and what it is to be a good person. I know you all have strong moral values like we all do, and you want to defend those, but part of those moral values is also being kind when someone makes a mistake up big time, when people do the wrong thing, you know, and they are accountable to it. That is the greatest lesson of all. And I have found Beck to be nothing but supportive, funny, kind. Yes, she is very sassy. She is blunt. It wasn't an ideal situation what happened or how she was portrayed on TV. Probably not. I feel that it's important to stand up for people, even when you know that they're in the wrong. It's just give them support and offer them an opportunity to say sorry, to express their remorse, to explain themselves. It's when people can't actually own their stuff or acknowledge that they've done something wrong, then there's a problem, and then maybe you have to just step back and say, you know what, it's not your lesson to learn right now, and maybe in time you will, and that's your choice. But I'm going to maintain my own inner peace, and I'm going to be good to myself and good to the people around me no matter what. I think we all just need a lesson in kindness. I am not perfect by any means. I just want to, state that I've made some really big mistakes in my life, some that people know about, some that people don't know about, but I live with those things every day, and I feel bad about them. And all I could hope that in the instance that it's broadcast on live TV and judged by the whole country, that I would at least have some people supporting me and say, you know what, I know your heart and I know that you've stuffed up, but let's move on from this, and I'm here for you. And that's what I am to Beck and for anyone that needs it. And God knows I you better be perfect before you judge someone so harshly. I want everyone to stop with the hate. That's all I can say. Just stop. Yeah, I'll talk again later, but that's all I had to say this morning, because it's been a lot, and I'm sure not just for me, but for everyone else involved, way more. So just be kind.